Good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee with AP. And today your guys' question was about the anabolic window. What is that, and is it beneficial? Is it true? Stay tuned. So welcome back to Morning Coffee with AP. The same mug. If you guys want to ship me a new mug, anybody wants to ship me like a really funny mug, I'll feature it on the channel. I'll give you a shout out. That's not me asking, to ship me a mug for free or anything. But what we're going to go through today is that anabolic window like you guys talked about. What is that? So if you've heard about the anabolic window, it's like when we can, build the most amount of muscle or whatever. And so there is, if I remember right, the literature we learned, especially in exercise science and stuff, in CSCS, exercise physiology and stuff like that. There's a moment in time when you are, it is about 30 minutes to 45 minutes post-workout. You're maybe in a more anabolic or more potentially able to utilize amino acids and stuff for recovery and building muscle mass. And yes, I like to utilize that window to try to get in amino acids. But I'd say, here's the deal. A lot of people will think that they need to supplement with whey protein, right? That's probably why you're asking. Should I be supplementing with whey protein immediately after my workout? Is that going to help me build more muscle? That's usually the actual question that people are kind of referring to with this anabolic window. And here's what I have to say about that. The whey protein itself is not the thing that's going to be making you build tons and tons of muscle. The total amount of protein, dietary protein that you get in the day is going to be the factor that is helping you gain muscle, okay? Because when we're eating food, we're becoming more anabolic throughout the day. So every spike in ingesting protein is going to be helping triggering that protein synthesis and the recovery process. The amino acid L-leucine is the primary one they usually talk about, right? Getting hopefully like 3 to 5 grams of L-leucine is going to be helping you stimulate protein synthesis and repairing muscle. But that doesn't have to come from whey protein. Like a protein shake is not the most anabolic god thing that's going to help you build muscle. I would say that actually focusing on the total daily intake of protein is what you really should focus on first. And then after you have that base of the pyramid, then you can start looking to nutrient timing, which is this anabolic window that you're referring to. Nutrient timing is like when you are having that protein. We can talk a little bit about that today. And so where I would start out, most people aren't eating enough protein, in my opinion. It really doesn't take that much protein to maintain muscle mass, but I think to grow and to keep growing and to be in a caloric surplus, but actually having an adequate or excess amount of protein, a lot of people aren't getting to that level for the best recovery and the most optimal results of building muscle mass. That's just my opinion though, because I'm a pretty high protein guy. So you can start by having your total daily intake at, we'll say, 1 gram per pound of body weight, okay? And then over time, you can work your way up. I like working my way up to maybe, 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. Actually, what I do is with clients is go into their lean body mass. So actually how much muscle you have. So say if you're 200 pounds at 15% body fat, I'll take the 85%, multiply it by their 180 pounds and get their lean body mass, and then do 1.25 to 1.5 grams per pound of lean body mass. Obviously it's different metrics if you're in kilos or whatever, but doing that, then you should be having excess of protein. You should start building muscle mass, recovering. And then after that, you can look into nutrient timing in the anabolic window, which yes, post-workout is great, not only for protein, but for carbohydrates, because our what's called GLUT4 receptors are able to utilize the carbohydrates and refill our glycogen almost super compensate our muscles, and that also has some real great effects for the recovery process. But I do want to talk to you about during your workout, if you are supplementing, it kind of depends. So if you want to, help with the recovery process initiate as fast as possible, then yes, getting in protein as fast as possible immediately post-workout would be great. But if you are supplementing with branched chain amino acids, so BCAAs or EAAs, essential amino acids, during your workout, then you should probably already have a good amount of amino acids within the bloodstream. So you probably don't need to just immediately post-workout, get a protein shake in or get food in, a chicken breast or turkey or whatever, right? Because you have that in your bloodstream already. Especially if you're using BCAAs with an intracarbohydrate, then you should be, not in need as much to get that in as soon as possible, because the whole point of the protein is to get amino acids in your blood. Well, you already have some in your blood, so you can go home, make a meal, you're good. But like I said, if you're not using BCAAs or EAs during your workout or anything like that, then yeah, probably beneficial after your total daily intake of protein is where it needs to be. Then yeah, you can time it where you are getting in protein immediately post-workout, start the recovery process as soon as possible, because you just went in and induced a damage to your muscles, and it's creating a damage response. It needs that damage response to initiate the repairing process, and then fueling it with the amino acids for protein synthesis to make it all happen to start repairing. You can time it right after your workout. So that was kind of a yes and no kind of an answer, but it kind of depends. It always depends on where you're actually at, what you're already doing. But I think a lot of people think that having a post-workout shake immediately after your workout is the thing that's making them build all this muscle. It's not. You need to first have a total dietary intake that's adequate for a good nitrogen balance to start building muscle mass, and then you can start worrying about nutrient timing. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. If you have any more questions, comment below, and give it a thumbs up if you like this content. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. I'm doing this every single morning. So thanks guys for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.